Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and it's going to be my Arcana Famiglia Episode 7 review. This episode, decent, but I don't know, this show here, I don't know what's going on with it, but this episode was a letdown. I didn't really like it that much, honestly. I'm not going to just sit here and be like, oh, this episode's going to be good. This is going to be more, I guess, a review that's not going to have a bunch of just, oh man, this show is awesome and stuff, It's going to be like, oh my god, what the heck is going on, So, be prepared for that. So, it's just, I don't know. How this episode went was the whole purpose of this was Liberta and Nova were supposed to get together. Oh, to strengthen their friendship because Mama said so. And like, what? I don't know. That I was just like, come on. It was stupid. It was stupid. So basically, they were supposed to give this letter to Felicita. Because Mama said, and they had to do it together. Basically, that's why I had this letter, and that's why it's together. And apparently, they couldn't find her, and they couldn't find Debito, and they couldn't find Luca, they couldn't find Pace. Yeah, so they're like, I don't know what's going on and everything. So it's just like they couldn't find the people, and then apparently, the castaway, I think it's called, is just freaking Leaf. Whatever it is, it can make a love potion, and then they end up running to Kubo, and Kubo was like, "Oh man, they're gonna be making love potion," and because I was wondering where all that stuff was going, anyways, because I'm trying to use it, and it seems like all of it's gone, and it was running low. It would make sense if Luca was actually making that, so and I'm like, okay, so they're still looking for her and everything, so they end up running to this old lady. And he's like, I can tell you a fortune, you looking for a girl with the red hair, and so she ends up telling them. It's like, oh, you need to follow this white ball and meet this girl. There's supposed to be some sewer or whatever. And basically that girl, I thought that girl wasn't really not important at all. I mean, she actually came back in the series, so I guess she has some importance in some way. And it was that episode. Remember the episode when they found that cat? That girl? Yeah, she's there. I'm like, okay, so what? So they basically follow this cat because we're supposed to follow this cat to find them. I'm guessing that's what they're supposed to do. And so they followed the cat the whole way. And apparently they end up finding them. They're in this place that Luca has. Luca made this whole secret base thingy to where she, has all this castaway plants because apparently Kubo freaking goes in there and steals it without his permission and stuff. So he needs another place so he doesn't know anything about. And he had like all these traps and stuff like that set for Kubo. And so that's what's supposed to happen. But the thing is, freaking like the traps suck for the fact that Liberta and Nova, they were kind of like. They're chained together basically by handcuffs because they're trying to find Debito I think they're trying to find Debito, and they end up running into this guy and this guy ran into this girl, and this guy's like, hey, she stole something, and so they try to chase out the girl. The girl ends up handcuffing them after they found her, got the item back, and like, hi, I got you. Like, who was the girl? Who was the girl? And who is that guy? Because apparently that guy was with Debito or worked with Debito and everything like that. And so basically. They're handcuffed, and so when they went in that little cave and all those traps happened, those traps were supposed to be for freaking Kubo, but no. And I know his name is Jolly, but I'm calling him Kubo, but apparently he was just, those traps suck for the fact that he just, like, come on, like, freaking Jolly can get out of that crap like it was nothing probably, so it was pointless, And so they went over there, they saw them. Pace is all hungry because you know how he is, and then they're trying to get the plants and stuff. So they got the plants and everything, and then Pace had this camera, so they ended up taking a picture all together. And so yeah, because it's the momentous day, and apparently, like I said, all that was just training. All of that was just them. Not training. All that was just them trying to come together. Nova and Liberta, they're supposed to come together, become buddies and stuff like that. Yay, buddies. I'm like, that's what's supposed to happen, and so. In like how you feel about the experience, so yeah, it was okay. I mean, that's like they didn't like dislike it or anything like that. So yeah, and the picture was done. The thing is, the next episode, because basically that was it, because we ended up seeing that towards the end was Debito, and he had like his no eye patch on. He looked freaking awesome, but he's just sitting there, and apparently they're gonna go into a backstory with him the next episode, and this is why I'm like, you're 12 episodes in the series now, and. There's 7 episodes in the series now. There's 12 episodes in all. I don't get it. There's 12 episodes, but this is the 7th episode right now. The 8th episode is going to deal with Debito. So, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4. Is the tournament going to happen after the whole Debito thing? You're like, what's going on? Like, seriously. I don't understand why they're not doing the tournament, or not even doing some kind of training. Like, this episode right here, the thing is, I call this pointless. This episode was pointless. Like, literally, it was pointless. Pointless to the story, pointless to everything, because we already know these characters. They don't need to get together like this. And if they needed to get together, why couldn't they just get together with some training? But they didn't do that. Now, did they? That's why, like, they could have just did some training together to demonstrate their powers, and you know, like, they could have done something different than this episode right here. Because this episode to me had nothing to it. There was no development for nothing really in this episode. So I'm like, this episode to me was pointless, and you don't need a pointless episode with a 12-episode series. And the thing is, if this tournament is gonna be 4 episodes, if it's gonna be 4 episodes of just a pure tournament, I don't know how good that'll really be, because it could be rushed. And I've watched the show. If you watched, I think it was Break 10, they had like this little epic fight supposed to happen and everything like that. But I realized it was only a 2-episode series, and it only had like 3 episodes left. And so that's when the epic fight started happening. And I'm like, how are you gonna really be like clump all this in with all these characters? It didn't go well. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And so this episode, I think this show is gonna go that route. That's what it seems like. This show is gonna go that route to where the tournament is not gonna be that great. Otherwise, there's gonna be some kind of disruption in the tournament. That's the only thing I can think of to where this can be okay. It's gonna be some kind of disruption in the tournament, and you know, Papa Mundo, you know, he ends up still being, you know, the boss of the family or something. I think that's what could happen. If it goes that way, then I won't be so mad about it. But if it's gonna be the tournament, I was so pumped up for the tournament. That's the thing with me. I was pumped up for the tournament, and I'm not getting the tournament. And, you know, I don't mind the development of the characters, but specifically this episode right here was one of the most pointless episodes of the series right now. There was no need for this episode. They could have done a different plot to build their own friendship, to demonstrate their powers or something, to further their strength with their powers, because they just barely used them. So it would be nice if they actually were able to grasp them better, because you can only do it like one time before they pass out. So I'm like, they could have just, you know, trained with the powers, and no, they did the wild goose chase. Like, what is this? So I'm sorry, I'm just complaining a lot about this, because I'm just like, the show it's letting me down. It's letting me down. I want this to be good. I want to see some fighting. I want to see some tournaments. I want this freaking Arcana Famiglia to freaking happen already. But it's not happening. It's just not. So I don't know. It's just like, I'm contemplating just freaking not reviewing the show anymore, because I don't know what's going on with the show, because I thought it was gonna. It's like, it's 7 episodes in right now. There's 7 episodes in right now, and it's just, they only got a few more episodes left. I mean, even if it goes to season 2, that'd be stupid to do it like that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. It just, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on this show here? Because I really would like to know. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna review it. It really depends on the next episode. It really depends on the next episode. If the next episode's exceptionally good, and it really blows me away, like that I want to talk about it, then I'll review it. If it doesn't, I'm just not gonna waste my time with this anymore, because I don't know. I just don't know. But what do you guys think? I really like to know your opinions on this. I don't know what's up with the show. Leave a comment below, tell me what you think. Like this review. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but you know, I gotta get my thoughts out there. I can't always be happy-go-lucky with every freaking show and every episode that happens. You know, I did the same thing with Blood Season. This right here is starting to let me down. So yeah, subscribe my channel if you want to see some more reviews, you know, discussions, whatever. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.